Asplund, and you're watching Inside with the Minnesota Sting. Hi, you're with Brad Asplund with Inside the Minnesota Sting. Today the Minnesota Sting take on the Brandon Lumberjacks, coming all the way down 2.5 hours to play us in a non-conference game. Hi, this is Brad. We're on Inside with Minnesota Sting. Last week we took on the Lakes Area Screaming Eagles, and I'm here with Coach David Marshall. His defense played an outstanding game. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about your players' gameplay against the Eagles last week?
Well, looking at their game film, we knew that they were a decent running and passing team. So we just put together in 1 week's time, the defense that we've been running. We made some minor adjustments, and we came out victorious.
Back on Inside with the Minnesota Sting, I'm here with Chris Ellis. Chris Ellis is one of our free safeties, strong safeties. He can play either way. First game of the year, he didn't start. Somebody got hurt. He's made a huge impression on our defensive backfield since the beginning. Chris, last week we took on the Lakes Area Screaming Eagles. We beat them. They got up on us a little bit, but we came back. Defense played hard. Tell us a little bit about your gameplay last week at the Eagles.
Well, pretty much it was just like keeping depth and trying not to let them pass over me, not letting nobody get behind me. Pretty much just doing my job, and everybody else is going to do theirs. Pretty much that's how it happened, and came out with the W.
This is Brad with Inside the Minnesota Sting. I'm here with Brandon Mueller. We're talking about last week's game. Last week we played the Lakes Area Screaming Eagles, and Brandon, you had a pretty good game at wide receiver. We didn't get a whole lot at running back last week, but why don't you tell us about how you played against the Eagles and what you expect to do against the Lumberjacks next week here?
Yeah, I looked in there and saw some film and whatnot. A bunch of guys went over and whatever, and I figured, I was like, well, I see what the linebackers are doing, what the free safeties are doing on specific plays that we do, and so I figured, why not run them? And then Sal saw me picked up the free safeties and saw that they were on the outside, ran between them, scored a touchdown.
Okay, Brandon. Have a good game, and we'll hopefully catch you after the game.
All right, thanks, Brad.
First play of the game, 1st and 10. Hand off to the left. Big hole. Nice block by that halfback. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He could. Yes, he could. He's got a foot race. 10, 5. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Tough start for that Sting. After that long run, here's the extra point attempt. No good in these tough conditions. A little wind blowing left to right. Kickoff by the Lumberjacks. Short up the middle, taken by number 33, Jeremy Fairman, fullback out of St. Bernard High School. Pops off the left-hand side, 40, 45-yard line. Sting in the I position. Saidi back to pass. Over the middle. Brandon Mueller taking a big hit. What a great catch at the 28-yard line. Field goal attempt for the Sting. 32-yard attempt. It's up and good, splitting the uprights. Fourth down punt by the Lumberjacks. Back to return is Mr. Chris Ellis, defensive back. On the bounce, Ellis grabs at the 50, gets a move at the 40. He's got opening. He's at the 30, the 20. Little showboat at the 5. Touchdown. What a great return by Mr. Chris Ellis. Oh, he gets clotheslined by his own teammate. Still celebrating. What a great return. First down for the Jacks. Bootleg off to the left-hand side for Tony Martin. He's at the 35, the 40, the 45 tucks it, and it's first down. Jacks under center. Nice pitch out to the halfback by one man out to the 40, and a nice tackle by Mr. Hanna. Tony Martin under center at the 37-yard line. Fake off to the handback, bootleg off to the left, same play as before. Nice hit, and the ball's loose. Great hit by 31, Mr. Sherry. And it's Sting ball. Nice. First down for the Sting. Said under center. We got a stacked left and right. One halfback, back to pass, over the middle. Big tight end. Oh, he got hit pretty hard. Hangs onto the ball. First down. Lumberjacks in the shotgun. Martin back to pass. Deep down the left-hand side. Intercepted. Sherry with the interception. Basically thrown into a 3-man coverage. Saidi under center. Man in motion across to the left-hand side. Back to pass. Nice jump pass. Great catch right over the middle. 17-yard pickup. Saidi in center. Man in motion to the right-hand side. Handoff up the middle. Big fullback, rumbling, tumbling, bumbling. Good 6-yard gain. Nice job. Saidi under center, halfback left. Go rolling off to the right-hand side. Hits number 80 right over the middle. Nice completion down to this 8-yard line. First down. Jacks on the 2-yard line. Hand off the left-hand side. Breaks free to the left. He's at the 10, the 15, up to the 18-yard line. Nice run. Tony Martin back to pass. Over the middle, wide open, number 1. He breaks one tackle, rolls up the middle, and tackled on the 35-yard line. Pitch back to the halfback on the left-hand side. Nice block on the outside. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, down to the 42-yard line. He's out of bounds. At the 15-yard line. Said back to pass. Breaks one tackle. Rolls out to the left. Rolls out to the right. He's scrambled. He's up the middle. Big hole. He's got it. He's free. It's a foot race. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. He won that race. Touchdown, Sting. Extra point attempt after that nice side run. Here's the snap, the hold. Not a pretty kick, but it is good. Making it 16-6. The Sting over the Lumberjacks. Kickoff by the Sting from the 25-yard line. Mueller to kick off. Taking at the 25, up the middle. Breaks out to the right-hand side, up to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 45. Some sloppy tackling, but he got him down at the 35-yard line. Lumberjacks in the shotgun. Martin back to pass. Low snap. Throws it up over the left-hand side. Up for grabs. Chris Ellis, another interception. Up the right-hand side. He's at the 50. Makes a little juke move. He's on the inside. He's on the outside. He's everywhere. Nice job. Tackled about the 25-yard line for the end of the half.
Welcome to Inside with the Minnesota Sting halftime show. My name is Aaron Anderson, founder and owner of the Sting. We had a great game so far. 16-6 at the half. Our defense is playing phenomenal. Chris Ellis had an interception plus a punt return. Chris Ellis is playing on the defensive side of the ball, definitely the player of the game so far. Solomon Saeed, our starting quarterback, scrambled for a touchdown. I think it was 86 yards? Maybe 86 yards for a touchdown.
Saeed's in for a score! Big play by Saeed, my brother. 82-yard running.
So far we're having a great game. We need to keep it up. These guys were tough against us for our previous teams that we played on last year. And hopefully we continue to win. We're up by 2 scores. And hopefully the next half will be good. Sorry, I'm losing my brain. I think that's it.
Saeed back to pass. Looking left, looking right. Deep down the right-hand side. He's got his man at the 22. Lumberjack with the ball. Tony Martin in the shotgun. Good block by that fullback. Nice toss over to the left-hand side. Pitch and catch to the 40. Tony Martin back. Blitz is on. He gets the ball off. It's caught at the 30-yard line. Saeed back to pass. Under pressure. Nice dump off. A little screen pass over the left-hand side. He's got to the 40, to the 50. Knight throws a shoulder down, punishing that defense and keeps his legs moving. What a nice run. Tony Martin back to pass. A handoff up the middle. Scat back, takes a shoulder and takes a pop at the 20-yard line. Good defensive play. Back to pass. Tony Martin scrambling at the goal line. Pow! But he gets the touchdown. Lumberjack for 6. Extra point. Blocked. 16-12 here at the 4th quarter. Saeed back at the 45-yard line. Drops back, scrambling to the left-hand side. Great block by the fullback. Nice pitch and catch to the 15-yard line. Saeed under center. Takes a knee. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job by the Sting today.
It's now the end of the game here at Roseville High School. We just finished playing the Brainerd Lumberjacks. We just won, as you can see, 16-12, tough grudge game. Coach, can you tell us about what went on today, how you had your game plan played out and stuff?
Well, this team gave me the flux early because it was raining, and they're a good run. They play well in the rain, and so I was kind of nervous at first on what defense to call. But you know, once we got here and the sun came out, you know, we stayed in our basic package. They're a good option team. Not very known for passing the ball, but running the ball very well. And we just shut them down.
Well, I mean, what do you expect to do next week when we go to Menominee to play our next conference game? We got to get a win. If we win so many of the conference games here, we can get that bye in the first week of the playoffs. So what are you expecting to do next week?
Hey, like I said, it starts tonight. We're going to enjoy this win. Tomorrow I'll do my homework, watch film. I got film on this team. So, you know, when we come to practice, we'll work on the game plan against Screaming. Nope.
Nope. We're Menominee Thunderhawks.
Thunderhawks.
We've got two birds in our league. So, well, we did a great game. Won by a little. Probably could have won by a little more, but you know, we got the win. This is Brad. We're out with Inside the Minnesota Sting. Hi, we're back with Inside the Minnesota Sting. We're here with Chris Ellis after the game here against Brainerd Lumberjacks. Chris, another outstanding game, some big hits. I believe you got a pick too? Yeah. Why don't you tell us about that pick you had?
Man, I just dropped back into coverage, read the quarterback, came up and played on the ball, and pretty much picked it off and did my thing.
Ellis on the interception for one heck of a return. No time left on the clock. Right away in that first half.
Did your thing. You got a good run back on it. Yep. This is Brad, Chris, with Inside the Minnesota Sting. We'll catch you next week. We're here with Todd Cherry, also known as TJ. TJ, you haven't been a starter most of the year. Played a lot of special teams. But with people gone today, a few injuries, you got in. You got some huge plays. Why don't you tell us about today's gameplay?
Well, played my game, then they didn't see me the second game. Came out, did my thing, cut my coverage, dropped back, got an interception, the fumble recovery, come back, play my
Hopefully you earn that starting spot, but we'll see. You know, if not, I'm feeling you're going to get a lot of rotations in now because you showed who you are. This is Todd Cherry. I'm Brad Asplund. You're out with the Minnesota Sting. We're back. It's the end of the game. Brainerd Lumberjacks. We just pulled off a win here. We're with Brandon Muehlin, captain. Primarily a slot now. He was running back, but he gets to play both here. Brandon, great game. You had a huge catch up the middle. You got cracked. But you know what? You cracked people too. You took out Mike Foy, one of their really good players on one of the plays. Why don't you tell us about your touchdown and tell us about that huge hit?
Well, gee, let's hear, you know, I mean, the amazing catch, I figured, I was like, you know what, go over the top of the middle, and if I get smoked, I get smoked, just as long as I hold on to the ball, and that's the main part of the game is, you know, get yardage. So I figured, I was like, well, I'll use my amazing hands that I got, and just, that's how it hit me perfectly, and got smoked. I think I might have a bruised rib by chance, you know, but it's okay.
You were Brandon for more yards. Goes down.
That hit at the end of the game that I had was probably around, I'd say, the 40, 45-yard line, and we did a quarterback sweep. And so I figured, I was like, well, I got to be blocking since I'm in slot. Saw the guy, number 55, come around the corner, and I'm like, I think I'm going to get this guy. Just rolled up to him, lowered my shoulder, and had a good hit.
Brandon's going to certainly earn a Skull Award. Skull Awards for us are like big hits, interceptions, touchdowns. He's honestly going to get one for that big hit. That was scary. If you watch the film, you see me running out there right away, check on the guy. I didn't know if he was going to get up, but, you know, he did. Big hit. He went right up to you after the hit. Whoa, you know, yeah. Big hit. So, I mean, you know, he played good again, and we'll get you next week when we play the Menominee Thunderhawks. I don't know if we'll have video coverage there, but we'll certainly do some interviews. This is Brad, Brandon. We're out with the Minnesota Sting.
Good win tonight. We're really coming together as a family. It's a whole lot better than what we saw during preseason. But you know, preseason is preseason. You know, the games don't count. But fans see win, lose. You know, they don't see preseason. So I think, you know, for us to have a 2-0 record so far, you know, this is something that no one expected for a first-year team. The road does get tough, though. We go on the road next week. We gotta go ahead and see what happens next week, and then after that, you know.
All right. On the punt return, it was a good kick. I kind of like let it bounce a little bit. I was just gonna let it go out of bounds, but someone told me just to run up there and pick it up. I picked it up, took it back in for the touchdown. Got us a little motivation. Had 2 interceptions, good yardage, and pretty much we came out with the W. Go Sting. Chris Ellis, number 21. Peace.
James Jones, stuff number 9, defensive back of the Minnesota Sting. I'm here with Tony Mott, stuff like that, one of our great receivers. Tony, tell me about the game. You had an incredible catch. Please explain that.
You know, I just got outside on the receiver, took him deep. Wasn't fast enough to keep up with me, so I just, you know, made a great play on the ball. I had to adjust to it a little bit, but Other than that, still came up with it, got the first down. That's all that matters.
You guys are moving the ball really well, back and forth. I mean, you know, compared to the first 2 games and stuff, a little stagnant after, you know, the second half. But the second half, you guys, you know, move the ball.
Yeah,
Explain
man,
that.
we're just real intense, you know. We just wanted to pull this win out. You know, it was another close game. Their defense was playing pretty good. You know, we just needed to keep up the intensity and, you know, move the ball along.
There you have it. James Jones signing out for Minnesota Sting. We're the Big Bird. My boy Theo. Peace.
You know, so first year, you know, on this team, new team, and we coming together pretty good, you know. Our defense doing phenomenal, you know, and our offense is getting better. We're working on it, and we're coming together as a team. So.
We came with the W. Our offense is a lot sound. You know, they've been progressing, you know. But as far as the defense, we're going to continue to stay sound, and we're going to keep playing Sting football.
And we didn't have a couple of key plays. So imagine what we do. Scary. Very scary.
Oh, that's okay. No documentaries. I only hold all the records in semi-pro history, so. Bye-bye.
Come on, Charles. You have you gonna be there Thursday?
Huh?
I'm getting your class to you Thursday.
The best receiver ever to play prolifically. Look at
Charles,
that. 39 years old and they still can't hold me.
Ask him what his middle
39
name
years old, for real. Check me out.
Tell him your middle name.
165 touchdowns in my career and playing semi-pro, just by itself.
And his middle name is the same as my last name.
King, because I'm the king on the
Yeah, the team played great. The players, they kept their heads in the game. They knew what they were doing. Defense, solid. Defense, 3 picks, that's outstanding. We held them for, like 12 points. I mean, that team's a running team, and our defense did great. So we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
The next one. Hi, I'm Coach King, the head football coach of the Minnesota Sting, and we came off another nice victory today. You can see I'm a little incapacitated today. So the team's coming together really nice. This is my Wolfman look, and we're getting ready to play another league game next week at UW Stout in Menominee at 6 o'clock. We win that game, we're in the driver's seat, and winner takes all. And we'll be back here June 19th against the Menominee Thunderhawks, the team we're going to play next week. So great job, Sting. Thanks for supporting us, fans. And this is Coach King signing off.
And here are the top 10 plays from today's game. Number 10, kickoff return by Mr. Jeremy Furman, the fullback out of Bernard High School. Taking the ball up to the right-hand side past the 40 to the 47-yard line. At number 9, another kickoff return. Lamond McCade, a defensive back. Nice run up to the 42-yard line. He's out of Edison High School. Play number 8, Solomon to Burdick, 1st and goal. Nice pitch and catch right up the middle. Our 8th top play of the game. At number 7, Ken Becca, field goal attempt. It's up and good. Execution is well done in this play. Number 6, Saeed, nice little screen pass over to Mueller. Lowers his shoulder, bangs into people. Brandon Mueller out of Chisago, Minnesota. For a 1st down. Number 5, Solomon Saeed to Tony Matz, a 44-yard completion. At number 4, you hear this name a lot, Mr. Chris Ellis. Interception. Taking it back to the Lumberjack side of the field. Number 3, ball up in the air, Todd Sherry making the play. Great interception, defensive back. Number 2, punt return. Chris Ellis on the bounce, taking the punt up to the 40. A little showboat for the camera. 55-yard punt return for a touchdown. Ow, that hurts. And number 1, top play of the game. Salman Saeed. Juking to the left, up the middle, turns the squares the shoulders up the middle, and he's gone. Look at that speed. 82-yard touchdown run.
It's the end of the game here at the Roseville Area High School in Brad Asplund. We just got done playing the Brainerd Lumberjacks. As you can see, we got a win, 16-12. Close game, grudge match, but you know, our players pulled it out. Next week, May 29th, Memorial Weekend, we take on the Menominee Thunderhawks at UW Stout. Check our website out at stingfootball.net. If you want to join us, we'd love all the fan support we can get out there. Also, our next home game is going to be June 19th. So check out the schedule, come here. We got pizza all the time, got great concessions, and we only charge $5 for games. Where can you see a football game that cheap? This is Brad Asplund, inside the Minnesota Sting. We'll catch you next week.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
What about my touchdown?